The Kansas City Chiefs are about to make a giant mistake that could impact the future of this team. You guys are listening to the KC Sports Report. I'm your host, Michael Darcy. I'm a local Kansas City-based content creator who covers this Chiefs team on a daily basis, and the best way you guys can show your support is by hitting the like button on this video and subscribing for more daily Chiefs coverage. We have a couple injury updates before we talk about Patrick Mahomes, and that comes from wide receiver Hollywood Brown and left tackle DJ Humphries. Starting off with the bad news, it seems like DJ Humphries is again going to be out this week against the Houston Texans. He is still dealing with that hamstring injury. He hasn't practiced since last week, and so it doesn't seem, I guess 2 weeks ago, it doesn't seem like he is going to play this week, and he might have sustained a bigger hamstring injury than we all initially thought. Getting to the good injury news, it seems like Hollywood Brown is going to be good to go on Saturday against the Houston Texans. He returned to practice this week. He's been getting in those reps, showing off that speed, and I think that it is probably a safe assumption that since he has been a full go in practice this week, that he will be playing on Saturday against the Houston Texans. So the Chiefs are going to get their number 2 wide receiver back against a very stout Texans defense. A Texans defense that features a defensive line that is pretty scary. They got pass rushers like Danielle Hunter, they've got Will Anderson Jr., and they also have a defensive tackle by the name of Tim Settle, who's had some very interesting comments leading into this game. I'm actually going to go ahead and read those off to you. He said, quote, "This O-line definitely has their struggles, and I feel like we can take advantage of that. We got an elite defensive line. Pat's a little banged up. I don't know if he's going to play or not, but I hope he's mobile enough because we coming in Arrowhead. Pat better make a good decision. I ain't making no threats. I'm making promises." So that's quite a lot of talk from a guy that is not one of the best edge rushers or pass rushers on their team. He's a solid player, but it seems like he just gave the Chiefs offensive line and Patrick Mahomes some pretty good bulletin board material. But why don't we get into the main topic of this video, talking about how the Chiefs are making a giant mistake. Patrick Mahomes has practiced this week. He's been listed as a full go. He's been practicing every day, and on the injury report, he's being listed as a full participant. But guys, it kind of just looks like he's stretching out there, rehabbing that high ankle sprain. But unfortunately, I guess unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, Nate Taylor of The Athletic reported late yesterday that Patrick Mahomes is going to try and play on Saturday against the Houston Texans. So 6 days after suffering a mild high ankle sprain, he is going to attempt to play and then also probably attempt to play the following Wednesday against the Steelers on Christmas. I think the Chiefs are making a giant mistake. We all know that Patrick Mahomes is a fierce competitor. He's someone that is going to try to be out there each and every single week. It's in his DNA. It's in his blood. He is a all-time great competitor. I'm not trying to take that away from him, but I think that putting Patrick Mahomes out against this defensive line in particular with Will Anderson Jr. and Danielle Hunter is malpractice. He is going to get abused because we don't even know who our starting offensive line is going to be. Right now, we're assuming that Joe Thuney is going to be the starting left tackle of this team, and he was solid against the Browns. But you saw in the second half, Myles Garrett started to break through. While he didn't record a sack, he had like 6 or 7 pressures. And so right now, I don't think the Chiefs can afford any more injuries, and definitely not any more injuries to Patrick Mahomes. So Chiefs Kingdom, I want to hear from you guys down in the comments section below. Do you think that Patrick Mahomes should start against the Texans on Saturday? I just think that you are trying to do too much. And listen, I know Andy Reid said in his press conference that if he's medically cleared, he's going to play. You know, if he's good to go, he'll go. But I just don't understand why. Andy Reid, it is your job to protect players from themselves. And Patrick Mahomes is someone that is going to try to play regardless. He could have broke his leg and he would try to play. He would try to go back in the game because that's just who Patrick Mahomes is. But Andy Reid, I expect you to go to Patrick Mahomes and say, "Hey kid, you got to sit down. We're going to bench you. Because right now, it is not the best for this team because we need you in January and February. Carson Wentz can go out there and beat this Houston Texans team. The Houston Texans have been trending on the decline for the last month and a half. They are winning games because of their defense. And you want to put Patrick Mahomes behind a shaky offensive line with one of the best pass rushes in football? Yeah, no thanks. I don't want that. And I think that the Chiefs need to come to their senses and not play him in this game. Because guess what? Let's just say the Chiefs play Patrick Mahomes on Saturday and he takes another beating, because he probably will, because those pass rushers are filthy. And you're going to have him rehab that ankle and turn around and play on Wednesday on Christmas against the Steelers? Are you going to do that? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And so I think the Chiefs need to be smart here, calculated about this decision, and not just put Patrick Mahomes out there while this game is a must win, because you need to win 2 of your final 3 games to get that number 1 seed. What is the point of playing Patrick Mahomes, risking further injury, if you get that 1 seed and he can't play? He can't play because he re-aggravated that high ankle sprain, and he's just at a point where he can't even touch a football. I just don't think the Chiefs would be wise to rush him back, especially on a short week, especially because you play again in like 4 days after Saturday. It just does not make sense to me. I think the Chiefs have to play Carson Wentz, and he gives you a better chance to win because he's probably more mobile at this point. I just don't understand why the Chiefs are risking this. I just do not get it at all. But Chiefs Kingdom, I want to hear from you guys down in the comments below. What do you guys think of this news that Patrick Mahomes has been practicing this week? Do you think that he is going to play on Saturday? And do you think that's the right move? Because I've been very clear in this video, I think that is a giant mistake that could come back to bite this Chiefs team. So Chiefs Kingdom, that is all I have for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button and subscribe for more of the best daily Chiefs content on YouTube. I have been here each and every single day, giving you guys all the news and updates, and we've been following this Patrick Mahomes injury and the DJ Humphries injury very closely. And so if you guys like the kind of content that we do around here, definitely hit that like button on this video, share it to your friends, and also subscribe, because we're doing just great work over here, and I definitely want to see you guys back tomorrow as we break down and preview this Houston Texans game, a game that could go very south very quickly depending on who's quarterback. And maybe our future playoff hopes go down the drain on Saturday. So definitely stick out for the future content on this channel. We've got a lot of plans. Go follow me on social media, Instagram and TikTok, KC_Sports Report, Twitter @KC Sports Report. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching this video. And as always, go Chiefs.